Hi, let's talk about the causes of schizophrenia. It is one of the most misunderstood mental health conditions, but what causes it? Scientists have discovered that it is not just one thing, it is a combination of factors that all work together in a complex way. Let's break it down step by step. First, let's talk about genetics. Schizophrenia often run in families, which tell us that inherited genes play a role. If you have a close relative, like a parent or sibling with schizophrenia, your risk is higher. But it's not as simple as inheriting one gene. Instead, many genes, each contributing a small effect, add up to increase your overall risk. Studies on identical twins show this. Even when they share the same DNA, one twin might develop schizophrenia and other might not. So this tells us that genes are important, but they are not the whole story. Next, let's talk about the another factor, which is environmental factor, which also play a major role. Things that happen before or during birth, like infection, malnutrition, or stress during pregnancy, can increase the risk. For example, exposure to certain viruses or lack of nutrients during fetal development can affect how brain forms and grows. Even complication during birth, like lack of oxygen, may impact brain development and increase the chance of schizophrenia later in the life. And it does not stop there. Life events matter too. Growing up in a high stress environment, facing social isolation, or experiencing trauma, especially in childhood or adolescence, can also contribute. This even can create a kind of stress overload that interact with genetic vulnerabilities. Then there is the brain itself. Schizophrenia is linked to chemical imbalances. One major player is dopamine, a neurotransmitter that helps control how we process information and emotion. Too much dopamine activity in certain area of brain can lead to hallucination and delusion, while too little in other areas can cause trouble with focus and motivation. Glutamate, another brain chemical, is also involved. Scientists believe disruption in the system can lead to the symptoms we see in schizophrenia. But here's the thing. Schizophrenia isn't caused by just one of these factors. It is a mix of genetics, environment, and brain chemistry. For example, someone might inherit a genetic vulnerabilities, but they may only develop schizophrenia if they experience certain environmental stressors like trauma or drug use. It's this interaction between nature and nurture that make each person experience unique. While we still don't fully understand everything about schizophrenia, we know that it is caused by a complex combination of factors, and the more we learn, the better we can support those affected and work towards reducing the stigma around this condition. Together, we can bring awareness and compassion to this important conversation. Thank you.